Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of the high grade 1 to 144 Gundam Gremory, and this is from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, released by Bandai back in 2021. So just doing a very short mini-series, well not even a mini-series, it will just be this and another IBO kits before I move on to the actual mini series I was hoping to do, just so I could knock a few more kits out of the backlog. I did get the Gremory from Hobby Link Japan, so I'll have a link to the Gremory as well as other IBO kits in the description below. So here we have the Gundam Gremory, the front of the box. Please excuse the ring light. So it's a very nice piece of cover art here with a very awe-inspiring mobile suit right here in the way of the Gremory. Very interesting looking head look, I'll say that much, but I do quite like the colours. There's a weird little Death Scythe vibe about it. The other thing I found quite interesting about this box, and to be honest hadn't noticed until I was pulling out the box in the last day or so, there's a nice little Barbatos head just here in the far left in a bit of a dark silhouette. Well, that's just quite nice. So that's the front of the box. In terms of the bottom of the box, we have some action poses. It's a bit of a recreation of the CGI art with the kit itself. Some very nice colours. No doubt this is painted. So what do we have here? The iconic face covering opening gimmick has been recreated. So this little section here, I suspect, I was going to combine assume and suspect, that would have been an interesting word, can slide back and forth. We have some open hands, the wings on the back are flexible, and what else do we have? The damage expressions on the battle anchor have been intricately recreated. Okay. Not sure what that's alluding to, but we'll find out soon enough. But it looks like this particular kit will have a variety of things that it can do. So playability galore. Side of the box and the other side of the box. So they'll be both the same. I do quite like the artwork. And then on the top we have a front and rear of the Gremory. A very short blurb of it. What do we have here? This is a mobile suit with a Gundam frame that has been inherited by the Nadira family, one of the prestigious families that assisted the 7 stars of Galahorn. Very nice. And then we have some other IBO kits in the way of the Gundam Martrosius and the Astaroth Rinascimento. What is it with these weird Italian sounding names? So that was the front of the box. Cracking it open, what do we have inside? We have 1, 2, 3 bags of runners, a little pamphlet for Gundam Breaker Battlelog. Interesting now that I've done Battlelog stuff and also do play the game. And we have the booklet at the bottom. So I will open up these bags and then we'll have a better look at what was included. And with everything now out of the bags and the box, here we have the front of the manual for the Gremory. Top off is the cover art that we saw before. And here we have a extended blurb of the Gremory. So I would have read the first sentence that was on the side of the box. There is some additional reading there, as well as the, I assume that is the pilot, without actually having read it myself. And then we just have some stats on the Gremory as well. So that's the front. In terms of the back, so we have some of its weaponry. So this is the battle anchor, the nano laminate coating that's on the, well, honestly, as a model kit you can't really tell, but within the IBO universe that coating is quite important. And there was some commentary about some, I assume some of the battlefield tactics. It looks like it's in relation to the nano laminate coating, and then a bit of blurb about the form. But we have seen some of these images from the side of the box, rinse and repeat of the lineup that we saw as well. And we do have the color guide. So I actually thought it was actually a white kit with the other colors, but it's actually a light brown. So we'll have light brown, bit of red, there will be some white, silver, metallic grey, dark blue, and there will be some brown. So it'll be interesting to see how we actually go through that once we go through the runner, or runner. In terms of opening up the manual, so we have A, B, 2 C's, 2 D's, polycaps and stickers. We'll go through those in a moment. In terms of the build, this is going to be like any other type of IBO kit. I will admit, I haven't built a IBO kit in a while. The last IBO kit I did was... if we just assume IBO kit in general, it was probably the Gremory. And I mean that in general, because I do know it's not finished, but that was also the 1/100. As for a 144, to be honest, I really can't remember, and I really hope it wasn't the Barbatos. Anyway, standard instruction set: build the head, build the body. Body's actually quite involved with its... it looked like a weird turtle shell to me. It still looks like a weird turtle shell to me, but there you go. I do like it when the armor is actually down as opposed to up, but it is a cool little gimmick. Build through the right arm, and in the left arm looks like the arm should be symmetrical, so that's pretty cool. And there was some extra items on that. It's actually a decently complex build. Build legs in 2 sets. Well, actually, hold on. Well, I build the lower legs. I'm very confused. So build the lower part in 2 sets, so the feet, and then you build the right leg. And that's where I was getting confused. Left leg, the waist, side skirting, which actually looks different than usual. That's an interesting take. Put the torso onto the legs. Usual action base connection point. Then the weapon. And yes, just some of the articulation in some of the kit, which is quite cool. So I will fold this up properly. So that was the manual. Ever so quickly, I will have a quick look at that battle log flyer. So it's just a flyer for the game. It is all in Japanese, but I assume the general gist will be: this is Gundam Breaker battle log. This is what you can do. Go to your app stores to download it. The end. That was my general take anyway. Going back to the Gremory, here we have the sticker sheet, which actually isn't too bad. Definitely not as color correcting as other IBO kits have been. So that's very cool. Nice and simple. Now, as for the runners, here we have the A runner. I want to call it black. Maybe this is the dark brown, but who knows actually? I still think it's black. That's the A runner, all in the one color. So that's pretty cool, and I'm sure it's probably a bit of a rinse and repeat given that these are all Gundam frames. Here we have the B runner in, well, it's a multicolor B runner. So we have some of this red. This is actually in a silver, surprisingly enough, as opposed to grey. That is silver. We have some of that light brown, and maybe this is the actual dark brown that it was alluding to. Still think the other runner was black, but there you go. So one multicolor B runner. We have two C runners in dark blue. Now it does look like part of C2, which I'm holding, will be a bit of a replication of C1. So it's a bit of a replica of the middle, actually. So we'll take that one off. So why do we have C2? So we do look like we have shoulders. I think this is probably part of the backpack. So just to give you your lefts and rights. Otherwise, yes, that's not a bad looking C1 runner. That's pretty cool. So as I said, that's in that dark blue. 2Ds exactly the same in light brown. So we do have some nice detailing in there to panel line as well. It's actually not too bad in terms of the panel lining. It's enough there to make it look interesting. And then lastly, we have a small polycap. And that's greyish. Yeah, I'll call it grey. We'll stick with grey. So that brings us to an end of the unboxing of the high-grade Gundam Gremory. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'll have a link to the Gremory and other IBO kits over at Hobbylink Japan in the description. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can be found on my Instagram account, the link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.